Hello everyone, this is Zeraphon, and after clearing the ancient tower and the dark ruins, I felt like it's time to come back to the Crystal Forest and attempt the boss here again. But first, I spotted this on the recordings. There's a teleporter hidden behind here, which gets you over here for some magic tea, which I think was a single target full H or full MP. Yeah. So we have 5 of those now. And what's the fastest way through here? Let's try this branch. Because the one to the left was the teleporter maze, and I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, we have this castle-looking place. I think it was in the basement over here? No, that's not it. Maybe it was up here. Yep, here's the basement. There's the hole in the wall that we had to break open manually. This teleporter will take us to the Magic Kinetic Research Lab. And this is where the boss was. Alright, I need to actually put the last energy orb in here. And it opens. Yeah, because I didn't save after the last time because of losing to the boss. Yeah, we just come in here, we see crystals move around to the sides where I don't think we can actually get. I think that's just for show. But yeah, this is warning you, no entry except for authorized personnel, and the whatever's at the end seems to be garbled. So yeah, I brought everyone with anti-slashing armor, as well as word stones, which have the physical resistances. Linda with a little extra defense in the form of this one. Slightly extra on Rosalie with the Earth gem. Or a little more on Earth here with the Wind God's Tear. I think you can buy these eventually, but not yet. And the ultimate word stone, which I forget where I found, but plus 40 defense, good for your mages. I also have the status protection on Saga, just in case. I don't remember this using any status attacks, but it doesn't hurt to be prepared. But yeah, we come in here, we take a step forward, this takes over automatically, still looks around, like, yeah, this is pretty badly busted up. We got some mechanical sounding noises. Code 666. And this thing attacks. So, I don't think it had any weaknesses, so just use my strongest attacks. I think using attack down on it what caused it to use one of its nastier skills, so I'll do defense down instead with Nanahime. Party defense up with Uther. Rosalie, I think I'm going to do triple shot for maximum damage, and Linda can activate Beast Mode. So far, so good. It's slashing everyone, but we have good slash resistance, so that's not that big a threat. Rosalie's doing around 700 damage with that. Let's try this for comparison. Yeah, but spirit of the party. It couldn't hurt. I could spirit down the enemy, but I don't think it actually uses any magic. She can attack up herself, so that'll help. Okay, it raised its own attack. But I have a Dispel buff skill. Yes, Dispel buffs. And Dispel debuffs. Yeah, we want to remove its attack up without giving it attack down, because that seemed to be what caused it to use multiple buffs and an attack. Yeah, I think Linda's better off using the electric blade. So far, so good. I'll preemptively heal. Maybe I want to use this because it's more economical. Okay, do some kind of fireball. Yeah, that's less damage than triple shot, but it's more MP efficient. Already this is going significantly better than last time, but it does help that we have a few extra levels, and also... Oh. Let's make sure his defense is still lowered. Yeah, a few extra levels and the slashing resist. Time stop. Damage and paralyze, it looks like. Do I have an anti-paralyze? There it is. Definitely want Nanahime unparalyzed. I probably should have healed Rosalie. My defense is returning normal. Rock here. I forget when she learned this, but it's pretty darn good. Free due to the defense buffs. It looks like its defense down has worn off. Yeah, it's getting more aggressive, which suggests it's running out of health. But that was really good healing. She can defense down. Yeah, she should really recover her MP. Well, where's the apple water? Oh, there it is. She could use one also. Let's lower its spirit. Because we're not using a lot of magic, but elemental blade skills are affected somewhat by that. Okay. That was much more smoothly than the first time. And we got, like a super civilization. That's something to do with a remnant, I think. Yeah, relic of an advanced civilization, or super civilization, hyper, uber, whatever you want to call that. Rosalie and Linda have gain levels. E ga ga ga. Your head is split. Alright, we beat that thing. Yeah, succeeded in... yeah, it's something like subjugating the core of the floating city. Okay, health looks pretty good. Yeah, that's just a defunct crystal. And there's obviously something over here, too. Flower of the World Tree? Okay, that is a material. Apparently it's a beautiful flower that... Something about it giving off some kind of aroma. Not quite sure what that is offhand, but... Yes, it supposedly blooms once every 1,000 years. So, not something we're going to find lying around. Except here. Those are still moving. But yeah, this should take us back out to the entrance. And this area is well and truly clear. So, at this point, the only thing remaining in the Pioneer area dungeon should be the Singularity in the Dark Ruins. Alright, let's head back to Yakana, see if we can alchemize anything with our findings. Yeah, I don't think there was anything special in the regular items. So, equipment. We have one of these. Don't have the... I think that's like a dried skin. That's interesting. 1 defense, but HP auto-recover. We've made a number of these. Need the blue metal for this. Okay, the ancient writing we found in the Dark Ruins will let us make a Tablet of Knowledge, which is 24 spirit and double experience. Kind of expensive, but worth it. Have 2 orichalcums. That's 5 defense, 5 spirit, and resist holy, so that's not bad. Or I could use those on an orichalcum ribbon, which is 10 defense, but minus 3 speed, but immune to stun. We made a pocket grimoire already. This has things we don't have. This takes things we don't have. Okay, Fruit of Truth, we don't have that, but resist Spirit and Divine Elements and half MB cost. Yeah, the Broken Tiara can make a Lunar Tiara with those Moonlight Stones, so let's do that. 10 defense and resist physical and spirit. That was not cheap, but it is good. Still have a bunch of other intriguing items that seem like they could be repaired, but not through alchemy. So we'll have to find something else to deal with them. But in the meantime, I think we've gotten to the point where there's actually nothing left to do except advance the plot. So you may recall from a while ago, if we head south out of Grand, there's supposed to be an undersea temple. So we're saying we can go to the region of the Ocean Cave. This is not an alchemy 4, and we have different music here. Yep. Ocean 4 temple entrance. And our option is to enter. Yeah, this sounds like a sped up version of the title music. Okay, we have a healer right at the entrance. That's... yeah, was contacted by Lady Maria and hurried here. Okay, full heal here is 100, which we could go back to town and do it for 30, but this is considerably more convenient. And it's not that expensive, really, so probably worth it. And there's a convenient save point here, too. Let's head on in. Pick a direction. Nothing to the right. Those are probably just dead ends. Okay, it branches again. And again. Oh, mermaids. Didn't the Scholar and Grand want something from mermaids? Let's see how they are. After doing all the side content, the main content should be relatively trivial. Yeah, Big Wave's not even doing damage to most of the party. Yeah, that was mermaids. And one battle we got enough to heal 3 times almost, so... yeah, really not worth going back to town just for a discount. Left-hand roll for now. There's some money, there's the Wings of Return, so we could work back to town anyway. Okay, Bikugin Chaku. That doesn't mean anything to me. They kind of look like barnacles. I wonder if lightning would be good here. I might want to switch Nanahime for Aquili. Nume, so that's like slimy skin. Okay, Buster Knuckle. So that'll be a new fist class weapon. 20 attack, no special traits. But it looks like our next best was 15, so that's a decent step up. Now, come to think of it, the rusty knife we got from the Dungeon Master. Yeah, here it is. 4 attack, -3 spirit. Not terribly impressive, but the description suggests we might be able to, like, kind of clean it up, make something out of it. But again, it's not an alchemy thing, so we'd need something weapon crafting. And I'm pretty sure I remember Paula getting more weapon crafting later on, but I forget how you unlock that. Anyway, there's papers on the ground, but they're so damp you can't read them. Okay then. Keep doing left-hand roll. That's a dead end. Okay, Kurage Dugon. Kurage, I think, was jellyfish. Not sure what Dugon would be, but yeah, we've got jellyfish monsters. Yeah, I can't imagine Holy is terribly effective here because it's basically water. But yeah, they're not even doing damage. I'm pretty sure I'm over-leveled for this after doing all the side content. And we got some numbing body fluids. Oh, Nanahari learned the big, powerful holy spell that Queely has. Which weirdly means Queely has more flexibility offense-wise, because she has light and holy. Although then again, maybe it's not that weird because Nanahime is a cleric, which makes her a healer primarily, whereas Queely is an alchemist, which may indicate something more flexible. Anyway, there's a special recovery shower, that's the better multi-target healing item. Uthers gain a level and learn all Dozarg, that's the multi-target earth spell. Also more powerful than the regular one. Okay, we've had a quick look in here. I think time-wise, this is a decent time to stop the episode, so let's do that. This has been Airfell playing Lady Knight Saga. Next time we will continue exploring the undersea cave, which apparently leads to a temple.